Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for episode 21 of season 1 of The Flash, Grodd Lives. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those that have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. So yeah, 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never give you a fair warning because as usual I did. So season 1 episode 21, Grodd Lives of the Flash. What did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically throughout the episode, at the beginning of the episode, you have Barry and he's looking for Eddie because he was kidnapped by Eddie Barthon in the previous episode. So yeah, so he basically is looking for Eddie. During one of his, so yeah, but while he's looking for Eddie, he's also trying to stop crimes as usual. During one of the times he's trying to stop crimes, this metahuman or seemingly metahuman, attacks Barry Allen not psychologically, I guess psychologically because brain waves kind of hurt his brain. Um, so yeah, so basically, these like brainwaves attacks. I guess if that's worded correctly, I'm not sure if that's worded correctly, but to some degree that is. So yeah, basically, so you have this seemingly metahuman who's attacking Barry, brainwaves and all whatnot. So yeah, now when he goes after this metahuman, again, it turns out to be General Eiling. However, they have confirmed that Eiling is not metahuman, so how is this possible? Come to find out that Grodd sent him to, or he's controlled by Grodd, and Grodd sent him to kill Barry and some of the other people, and Barry, Cisco, Wells, Caitlin, and Joe, and whatnot. Basically to kill them all. So yeah, so then you have Barry, Joe, and Cisco, and they basically go down to the sewers and try to find Grodd. Grodd manages to kidnap Joe, and then you also have this pretty cool fight between Grodd and Flash in the later half of the episode. And then also you have Joe. It's Joe pretty interesting because Grodd, he has like these psychological powers that he's able to mind control people. So we saw the stuff with Island, we saw the stuff with we see a couple of stuff with Joe, him controlling Joe, seemingly about to kill Joe. I'm like, don't kill Joe because Joe's an actual pretty good character. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. So yeah, I mean, you had some pretty good fights between Barry Allen, the Flash, and Grodd. That was pretty good. And yeah, and at the end of the episode, once everything is okay, well and done, once everything was great, I guess you have this kind of King Kong moment where Grodd kind of just jumps off one of these higher buildings. And then you kind of return back to a Reverse Flash where he's telling and or showing Eddie Thong what his plan is, how he's gonna get back to the future. Then you have a few stuff there with Iris. She finds out that Barry Allen is a Flash, so that was pretty good. So yeah, I have to say this is probably one of the weaker episodes of the season. I have to say that. Now, as I was describing it, I'm pretty sure it sounds cool because you have the Flash going against Barry Allen. You have Iris finding out, realizing who the Flash is. It's a pretty good reveal in my opinion. It is pretty good reveal. But I mean, I just couldn't get into the episode. It was like it felt like one of those earlier season 1 episodes, like one of the first it felt like a season 1 episode. I mean, this is season 1, but one of the earlier season 1 episodes, like the pilot episode or whatever. It kind of felt like one of those episodes, like Pilot or Fastest Man Alive, which is episode 2, Things We Can't Outrun number 3, Going Rogue number 4. I felt like one of the more earlier season 1 episodes. And because you have the Flash, he's going against this villain, and yes, Grodd is one of the more memorable, I guess you could say one of the better known villains, antagonists of the Flash. But I just felt like they kind of just treated him like just a one-off character. And I mean, he has to return in other for like season 2 or season 3. He is one of those characters that will return. But I kind of felt like they kind of just used them and they're not going to use them again. I mean, they are going to use them again. They have confirmed that they will use them again. But I feel like the way they set them up, it's not really well. And also, not to be picky, but the special effects for Grodd not that good. I have to say. Again, like season, like episode 1, episode 2 special effects. I mean, overall, it has some pretty good stuff. It has a reveal with Iris. The fight with Gorilla Grodd versus Barry Allen, that was pretty cool. But overall, it really doesn't have much to it aside from those two things. I mean, you have Harrison Wells, El Barthong, and Reverse Flash, whatever you want to call him, he's basically dicking around. At like within like the last 5 minutes, just telling Eddie what his plan's gonna be. But really, there's I mean, I really don't really see anything special about this episode. I mean, you have Grodd, he's there again, pretty good fights. Iris finds out. I think that's a major part of this episode. I mean, Iris finding out. I mean, if they had a better plot for this episode with Iris finding out, it would have been better. Um, yeah, I just it was. I don't want to say it's decent. I guess that's the word I'm trying to say. It's decent on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. 6 is what I'd give this episode. It's just decent. I mean, it has some pretty good stuff to it. Iris finding out who the Flash is finally, which I did like. You know, she should learn who the Flash is by herself. So that was pretty good. So her finding out who the Flash is and the stuff with Grodd. I mean, Grodd and Barry Allen fight, that was actually pretty good. There's this, if I'm not mistaken, Grodd gets ran over by a fucking train during a fight. Or I remember someone getting ran over by a fucking train, which was hilarious. But again, that was part of the fight. But aside from that, I mean, there's really nothing to it, in my opinion. There's not really much substance to it, in my opinion. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer, and that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.